Boom. All right, great, guys. Well, first and foremost, I am super, super excited, as always, to have, honestly, the core leadership in our organization all together on a call. This is something that we want to start doing more of. And as a lot of you guys know, Alex has been traveling literally since he got started in the company. I was actually talking to one of my mentors today, Todd Falcone, who some of you guys may know, and he was saying, "How long have you guys been in IML?" And I was telling him, "Look, we've been for almost 3 years, and Alex has been almost for 2 years with IML." And that when I said it, I was like, "Damn, I didn't really think about it that way." But time flies when you're having fun. Austin is usually always traveling. Matt and I are almost always traveling, and so one of the things that we want to do is just build better communication with the individual that are here on this call, because at the end of the day, you guys are the core makeup of the organization. I know we have people here that are Platinum 1000, people that are here that are Platinum 2000, people that are here that are Platinum 5000, people that are here that are Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, and people that are here that are Chairman 100. But as a team, I know one thing: communication is absolutely the key. And this is something that we're looking to do more of. Now, some of you guys are already involved in some of the different mentorship groups that we have, like the Platte 2000 Chairman Factory group. Typically, we try to communicate and have a lot of, just core communication there. And then also, I've been mentoring what I'm calling the next wave of chairmen. And so some of you guys are involved with that. And I'm really, really, really excited about what we're going to be doing going forward. And so I have a few minutes here, and then I'm running to the airport to catch a flight. But tonight, this call is really about hearing from myself, hearing from Matt. Matt's got some exciting things. Hearing from Austin. Austin right now is out in Mexico doing just massive event after massive event after massive event. And I have no idea where in the world Alex is, but I'm excited for you guys to hear from him. So for me, for the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to lay down what I know and what we've been working on. As some of you guys know, I've really started to work. I mean, I've always worked with Chris and Isis on the corporate side of things with Gerard, but I've started to work even more with the traders and also with corporate, because there's a lot of exciting things going on in iMarkets Live. And it's funny, sometimes you see things, or you see people post on the internet, or you hear things, but I'm going to tell you guys what's actually going on in the background so that we're super clear. And also, so you guys are excited about really the next 30, 60, 90 days, because I was telling one of the leaders the other day, who I believe is on this call, that I've actually never been more excited. Genuinely, this is real, not like hype BS. I've never been more excited, and I've never been more confident in the future of this company before in almost 3 years. Like November will be 3 years, and I've never been more excited about where Chris is at, where Isis is at, where the company is at. I had an hour-long talk with Troy Dooley today. He is coming into the company even more full-time. And here's another update. We'll start with this, that you guys will see. We're going to make an official announcement, I believe, this Sunday on the 7-Figure Mentorship call. So I'm not going to go too deep into it. But Chris and Isis made a decision to go acquire a woman who has the reputation of the queen of compliance. She is the figure of authority when it comes to compliance in the network marketing space. She's worked with hundreds of companies. Right now, she actively works and has built systems with over 85 companies. I think it's actually closer to 100 that she's gone into these companies and implemented compliance structures, compliance teams. And so I'm really excited, because honestly, most of the time, it's, leaders trying to take care of cross recruiting, or leaders trying to police social media. And guys, some people have given us slack about leaders being on social media and inboxing people. And why should I have to do that? We should have to do that because every single person that I speak to in the space of network marketing and direct sales has said the same thing. The only thing that can ruin a company is income claims. So us as a team and us as leaders, we're not in trouble. We just want to be proactive to make sure that we protect what we have. I believe that what we've built with iMarkets Live will never be done again at this magnitude, where you have so much value and the price still is where it's at, but so many people are actually winning. And so we're going to put a big focus on compliance. Chris and Isis made a big power move to bring Troy and this woman, Donna, who you guys are going to meet. I absolutely love her. I know Alex has talked to her. Matt has talked to her. We're making a big move. They're both on board full-time now with iMarkets Live, which is extremely, extremely exciting because the infrastructure, the videos, the PR, the templates that they're going to give us, the handbooks, and the what to do, what not to do's, those are going to sculpt us to go be the billion-dollar company, the million customers by 2020 that we want. That's going to be the core makeup because we have to have compliance things in place. So that's coming. Also, you guys have heard us talk for the last couple of weeks and months about a new back office system. I know that for a lot of us, we wanted it out already. A lot of us wanted it out the day that we heard about it. But a lot of great things are happening. And right now we are getting to that point where I can say we're very close, right? The ship is on the horizon. The team is working extremely hard. I'm getting updates from them constantly. But the number one thing is I just want everybody to remember why it's important to be patient for things like this. It's important because there's so much information, like the genealogy and the structure, like the commissions and the billing, like the information for your auto ship and your monthly payment and all that stuff. We want to make sure that the team is really taking their time. So I know a lot of people cannot wait for the new back office. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming before you know it. It'll be here. And somebody asked me, is it going to be done in 2018? Yes, 1000%. It'll actually be done really in the next 4 to 6 weeks is my guess. I don't like giving out dates, so I'm actually mad that I just said that. But in reality, guys, we're getting extremely, extremely close. And I'm excited about that. So let's talk about one or two more things. Okay, right now, some of you guys may or may not have known, but we just added about 12 educators to IML TV. So we are now, especially Spila and myself, are working with the group of traders that we have. I think right now we're over 55 traders, maybe 60 educators right now that we have in our staff between swipe trades and IML TV and the web analyzer and all this stuff. We've built a group of about 55 to 60 traders. When we go into the new back office, we're also going to be adding swipe trades plus. Swipe coin has been a huge success. But one of the things now, we had a great call earlier today that we're going to now go towards is now taking that live education to the next step. And we've added some new traders who I believe may even be here that are really going to put the focus on the basics. And us as leaders are going to have more of a streamlined process to get the newest person plugged in a live environment, not just the academy, but also I believe now we have 5 or 6 live educators doing about 20 hours a week of live Forex basics, sitting there answering questions, giving out basic strategies, talking about the things that some people are just not getting. So we're extremely excited, Spila, myself, Zach, our education team, Mike Miles, Adeze, because our direction now and a lot of our focus is going into what can we do on the product side of things to even bring more value, because the products are the strength of IML, but I know when you focus on your strengths, they become even more strong. And so we want to build a legacy company, and we're putting the resources where they need to be. The last thing I'm going to talk about is registrations. A lot of people have been asking me about what's happening in all these different countries. I will tell you guys this. Chris and Isis have put a ridiculous amount of resources into acquiring and partnering with and working with the best legal teams throughout the world. And it's not my place to sit here and give exact details and all that stuff. But if you guys trust me, I will give you my word. There is now a team, I believe, of 8, and we're working with some people in South America as well. Actually, our chief operating officer is in South America right now in some meetings that are all around the world and are really making a lot of progress and doing a lot of great things for the company. So I want you guys to understand these are the reasons why I've never been more excited in my life, because we're seeing how people receive iMarkets Live once they understand what we do. Now, that is our job as leaders, and that's how I'm going to end this off. Our job as leaders is to stop hyping. create a good expectation for people, right? It is our job not just to sign people up, but to make sure that when they walk inside of iMarkets Live, when they spend their money, when they vote their dollar to us, that we give them the best experience possible. It's not just on the company to have the best duplication or the best PowerPoint or the best training. It's on us as the leaders, because we are the billboards. We are the ones that are out there spreading the message. So this is the reason why we don't need to be posting trading profits to lure people in, because if we're luring people in for money, if they don't make money, they're going to what? Quit. If we lure people in with value, they will get value. We already know this platform is slammed with value. So let's just continue to do a great job at really sharing the true vision of iMarkets Live, to educate, to empower, and to enrich 1 million customers by 2020. Guys, there's so many great things going on. I've never been more excited, literally, genuinely, 100% never been more excited about where we are and also where we're going. Miami Source is going to be crazy. Chris and Isis also acquired a huge event planning company. They've got over 20 years of experience. They've done over 1,000 events. And I'm telling you guys right now, this Miami event is going to be unreal. Seriously, unreal. We have all day Friday for trading. We're going to have all our educators from around the world there, tons of different rooms, breakouts. You know, it's going to be really incredible. And then Saturday is going to be seriously unbelievable. So guys, I want to say thank you for everything that you're doing, for all the hard work, effort that you're putting in, the energy. A lot of you guys are sacrificing time with family, time with friends, time with loved ones to really make sure that you iron out and secure your legacy here with IML. And I know that myself, Austin, Matt, Alex, one of the reasons why we wanted to do this call is because we want you to know that we will not stop. We will not slow down until all of you guys have everything that you want and more. So guys, thank you so much. I love you all to death. Appreciate you for promoting and packing out this call. Almost 500 people on a Tuesday night. I'm out of here before I miss my flight. Peace out. And I'm going to throw this now back to the man, the myth, the legend, my brother, my business partner, fellow Chairman 500, out here with the Yankee cap on. At least you're repping the right team. Matthew Rosa. Peace, guys.
Yes. Yo, Jason, thank you so much, man. You jumping onto this means a lot, because I know that you're on your way to your flight right now, and that's usually the story of our lives. But guys, real quick. You know, Jason was like, you know, on some non-hype, super excited. I want to know who's hyped, who's excited, who's fired up. Type 111 in the chats right now. Who's fired up? Let's go. All right, guys. Well, first and foremost, I saw some people. I want to clear the air right now. I saw a lot of people asking, is SOAR still in Miami? And guys, look at this. This is Miami currently right now, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So with that being said, SOAR is in Miami. We're not having it anywhere else. Get ready to truly take in the culture that iMarkets Live is going to bring to this city, because I know y'all were at Vegas. But nonetheless, you know, essentially, I want to thank you guys for jumping on this call right now. I put this call together for a sole purpose. I'm not about just putting calls together just to keep everybody together. You know, a lot of leaders say, if you're not fired up, you're not close enough to the campfire, right? Nah, I'm giving this to truly give you guys insight, because there's a lot of, as the team grows, there becomes a separation between people. And that's exactly what it is that I want to talk about today. There's two aspects that I'm going to take my portion. The first is going to be the updates that I have for you guys. Or well, the latter is going to be the updates that I have for you guys. The first is going to be a realization that I went through. A realization that I went through just on this past tour that I was in. I spent the past 3 weeks touring the United States with a few of my top leaders. A lot of you guys are on this call right now. And I started to realize something, guys, and it was something that I was at fault in as well. I can't teach you guys things that I haven't struggled with yet. I can't teach you guys things that I currently don't struggle with right now. I'm only able to teach you guys what it is that I've been through and how it is that I personally have dealt with it and overcome those struggles, right? And I think one of my biggest downfalls in this industry, it's going to be 6 years this August that I've been in this industry. And I think that one of my biggest downfalls year after year after year, even up until this point right now, was, and it was one of my pros, but it was also one of my biggest downfalls. It was the fact that I was so independent. Let me explain. There's 3 stages in network marketing. There's dependent, dependable, independent. Dependent, dependable, independent. And we're always told that we got to get to independent as fast as humanly possible. We need to be there as fast as humanly possible. But when we hit that independent area, what tends to happen is that we see results. With those results, there's subconsciously we tend to develop an ego. I don't need help, right? I don't need the help. I don't want to bother my leaders. I don't want to take up their time. I can handle it on my own. I'm a chairman. I'm a platinum 5,000. I'm a platinum 2,000. I'm a platinum 1,000. I got this, right? And for a long time, it was one of my pros because I didn't have to keep bothering what I thought was bothering or contacting people. But I started to realize something. I put a cap on my growth. And on this cap, I was wondering why it was, and it wasn't just a financial cap, guys. I was talking about a spiritual cap. I'm talking about a mental cap. I'm talking about a physical cap. I'm talking about so many different realms outside of just the monetary aspect. And I put this cap on myself, and I started to realize that that was the reason why a lot of my leaders were doing the same thing. You don't know what it is that you don't know. And what got you here will not get you there. I'm going to repeat that for those individuals taking notes. You don't know what it is that you don't know. And what got you here will not get you there. Where I lacked the most, me personally, where I lacked the most was asking for help. True delegation. You know, as network marketers, we tend to talk down on traditional businesses. Me and Jason own a traditional business. Traditional businesses run 97% of the world, and that's why only 3% are entrepreneurs. So there's a lot to be learned about traditional business. And one of the things that I learned from traditional business and our business partners that we have is delegation. Delegation will be your best friend. Delegation can often be confused with laziness. It doesn't mean handing off your every responsibility to someone else. But here's the thing. When you hand off certain responsibilities to certain individuals, it creates independence. Let's really think about it for a second. When we were growing up, our parents gave us chores. And these chores, as minuscule as they were teaching us responsibility. That responsibility in turn made us independent, whether it was fixing your bed in the morning, or maybe it was washing the dishes. It wasn't just because they needed those things done at home. It was because they were trying to teach you. Maybe it was throwing out the garbage, walking the dog. You were given these specific instructions to do something, and I'm starting to realize why. You see, when you provide responsibility to somebody, it in turn, if they follow through with that responsibility, provides independence. There's two sides to the story that I'm getting to, right? So we often feel that we can do everything, but then I know, and I want you to tag in here or type in the chats right now if you've gone through this before, if you felt overwhelmed, if you felt stressed out, if you felt that there was not enough hours in the day, if you felt that you're doing everything, if you felt that your business rises and falls on you, right? The reason I ask you guys to type that in the chat is because I want you to see that you are not alone. You see, that's a problem that all of us leaders have on the journey all the way up to the top. You see, that problem can be solved very simple. That problem can be solved by the proper delegation within your organization. And that falls into system, driving a system-dependent business, not a leadership-dependent business. Because here's the thing, one day, you're going to be building a massive organization elsewhere that's going to be bigger than your home base right now. And at that time, you don't want to worry about whether or not, hey, is my business going to last? What if I'm not there? Is it going to grow? What if I'm not there? Are the responsibilities still going to get done? That's why me and Jason, that's why Alex, that's why Austin, that's why a lot of these leaders can travel freely without having that worry on them. And it's simple. You just got to delegate accordingly. You need to have a system-dependent business. You got to understand that the leaders in your organization, you brought them into this business because you knew what it was that you were capable of. You partnered with these individuals because you knew how much value they were going to bring to the marketplace. You partnered with these individuals because you knew that they were absolute aces. So why are you trying to do everything on your own, right? Why are you trying to do everything on your own? Second portion of being too independent is that we do not ask for insight. We're asking for everything else, help with calls and this. We're not asking for insight. People, I've been on the phone with so many of my leaders the past few weeks, and they're like, Matt, I didn't want to bother you. Guys, newsflash, I don't know if you guys see what I see, but This is my life. This is what I do. I am heavily invested in making sure that each and every single one of you guys are fully equipped with the knowledge that is needed in order to take this back on out to the marketplace, and in order to take this and truly infiltrate people's lives. You got to ask for help. If you're struggling with something, closed mouths don't get fed, right? If you have a doubt, closed mouths, they cannot eat. If you're going through a stronghold in your business, we as leaders will not know unless you bring it to our attention. You see, we're a family here, and everything rises and falls on us. You see, the weakest link in our organization dictates what it is that we are capable of, right? So with that said, open up your mouth. Let us know what you need. Let us know that you need a team to be traveled to. Let us know that you need a team training. I was talking to Alex earlier, and he said, Matt, I love traveling, and I'm going to be traveling to the marketplaces, but I'm going to be doing a lot more Zoom calls because we can reach a lot more people that way, guys. Think about it. Just yesterday alone, I was moving into the new apartment. I took time to set aside for about 4 or 5 different calls in the afternoon. In those 4 to 5 calls, which would have lasted about a flight somewhere on average, on those 4 to 5 calls, I was able to reach out to over 1,000 people in our organization. So with that said, Alex is going to be by his phone. I'm going to be by my phone. Your leaders are going to be by their phone. You guys got to let us know what it is that you need implemented in your business starting now. This is what we love. This is what we do, right? So my biggest realization, I'm not going to beat around. I'm not going to beat a dead horse with a stick. I'm going to brush up on this one last time and move on to the next portion because we have a lot to tell you guys. Austin's going to come on here next and absolutely drop the bomb. You know, Morton's going to come on here next, and we already know what Morton does, but that was my biggest realization. I think that is going to allow me to because we maxed out this comp plan. I'm not worried about my rank, guys. I'm not worried about my income. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about how it is that I can help each and every single one of you, right? So at this point right now, that realization that I had, that's how it is. That is how it is that we're going to create 500 chairmen by next year. That mentality, knowing that you are not by yourself. You are in business for yourself, but you are not in business by yourself. So closed mouths don't get fed, open up. Next thing that I want to talk about is certain systems that are coming out, right? We spoke about a system-dependent business, right? Running a system-driven business, right? System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money, right? And I realized that we're really good. We're really good at marketing, all of us. And I'm talking about all 500 people that are on the call right now. We're amazing at marketing. We're amazing at spreading the word. We are amazing at making sure that people are plugged in. But here's the thing. Where I feel that I was lacking the most last year was making sure that the average person got started in the first 72 hours effectively. So we decided to release IML Universe, right? And now we're going to be updating IML Universe. IML Universe took us to that next level. Now we're going to be updating IML Universe. Watch this. I myself flew out my creative director. He's going to be coming out. He's going to be coming out next week. And we're going to be sitting down and going over the different videos that are going to be added, right? So video number 1, write this down. You guys are going to be very excited for this. Video number 1 is going to be how to get a customer started. How to get a customer started, right? That's video number 1. And it's going to consist of a 90-day trading plan, right? Because 70% of our organization is strictly customers. Strictly customers, right? So I was like, okay, how do we cater to that 70%? We create a trading plan. I learned the trading plan over from Mike Miles my first year in iMarkets Live, right? We started 2015. I learned it in 2016. We learned that from Mike Miles. And when I learned that, I was like, whoa, I need to implement that into my business, right? So back in January, Jason and I, we went on a full-blown customer spree. I can't expect you guys to do something that I'm not doing on my own, right? I would never expect for you guys to do something I'm not doing on my own right now. So we went and we started enrolling an insane amount of customers into the business. And the retention rate was through the roof by teaching them this 90-day trading plan. Now, we want people, the second video that we're coming out with, write this down. Second video that we're coming out with is So we want people to come out and get their chew and free, right? We want people to get their chew and free, but we never tell them how to get their chew and free. So we're sitting there saying, hey, you need to get your chew and free, so everything on top of that is profits, and we can all agree that profits make sense. Yes or yes? Yes! But then they join and they're like, well, how the hell do I get my chew and free? What do I need to do in order to get my chew and free, right? So the second video is going to be a 4-minute video walking you through the 4 steps to success. This is and all honesty, I'll be real with you guys. This is how I launched some of my biggest networkers in my business. This is exactly how, but we're going to minimize it and bring it, because it has to be duplicatable, right? So we're going to minimize it. What works for a Platinum 1000 should work for a Chairman 500. It shouldn't be that it only works for Chairman 500 or only works for 1000s. So what we're doing is 4 steps to success. Step number 1 is going to be your why, right? And I'm going to go into the psychology behind the why. Step number 2 is setting up short-term and long-term goals. I'm going to be going over the short-term and long-term goals on a trading aspect and on a building aspect. Step number 3 is teaching them how to make a list that does not intimidate them. And step number 4 is teaching them how to properly invite. That brings me to the 3rd video. We're going to a lot of you guys have been learning off of the invite video that I did out in IML Elite, the Facebook page, but we're going to re-record it more systematic and make sure that it is extremely duplicatable for each and every single one of you guys, because a lot of people ask how are we packing the rooms in all these places. We're packing the rooms in all these places because they know how to invite the right way, right? Another one of the videos that's going to be coming out, we're going to be releasing 2 videos, and they're going to be opportunity overviews, right? One is going to be Jason Brown. It's going to be more in depth. Jason Brown's will be about 15 to 20 minutes. He'll be explaining the business. He'll be explaining, Yuri, just so you know, I'm already thinking about the Spanish leaders, and we will find a way to implement our Latinos, because there's no way that you guys are getting left behind. So Jason's going to be going over the nitty gritty, more in depth, right? Longer opportunity overview. And then I'm going to have one that's about 6 to 7 minutes long. That's going to be something that you send over to a prospect, short, sweet, simple, to the point. What is Forex? What is IML? What are these services doing for us? The top 3 services, in and out, something that people can send to pique interest. Once that interest is piqued, you'll provide them Jason Brown's opportunity overview video. And that way, all we are doing is simple. We're getting on calls to close and to educate. That is it. Right? That is it. So I watched I was at ANP, and I was asking them, what tools do you have? ANP, Association Network Marketing Professionals. We spent over 30 grand to make sure that we were there to learn from the top best in order to bring to you guys what it was that we learned. And man, I was asking them, what are your tools? What are your tools? What are your tools? And I realized that's where we lack, right? Another one of the tools that we have in mind, another one of the videos. This is video number 4 or 5. The next video is going to be an animated what is Forex. Right? An animated what is Forex. Then we're going to have an animated what is IML. So you're going to have 2 different videos that are completely animated, because we understand that some people are visual learners, some people are audio learners, some people they learn different types of ways, right? So we have around 4 to 5, 6 different videos that are going to be uploaded on IML Universe within the next, I don't want to give a time frame, but we're working. I have the guy coming out here on Monday in order to start everything, right? So we are super freaking excited, guys. And I mean that. I'm not just fired up because I'm on this call. I'm fired up, genuinely fired up. I'm about to spend a full month. Me, Jason, Alex, well, no, not Alex. Me, Jason, and Austin are doing 1 full month over in Europe. We're going to be hitting Madrid. We're going to be hitting Poland. We're going to be hitting Germany. We're going to be hitting, I mean, you name it. We're going into the markets. We're even going all the way out to Benin, Africa, and Congo in order to really make this thing pop, right? So I'm super fired up. I'm super excited, and I appreciate you guys beyond belief. But from here on out, pop into my inbox more. Let me know what you need, and I'm going to do my very best to make sure that I accommodate it for each and every single one of you guys, right? So with that being said, I'm going to pass this over to my man, Mr. Austin Godsey. Austin Godsey right now is currently on tour. This man is in Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. They just had an event in Hermosillo. Shout out to Hermosillo, of almost 800 people, completely sold out, wall to wall to wall. Austin's one of the best builders that I know in not just this business, but this entire industry, right? One of my best friends, this man balances being a father. He balances being a seven-figure earner. He balances being a traditional business owner. And on top of that, an amazing friend. This guy never skips a beat. And he's somebody that, in my opinion, I've learned from for the past 3 years now. So with that, Austin, are you with us, my brother?
Unreal. The amount
Let's
of
go.
value
Let's go.
in this call. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody on the call. I think this call was much needed for all of us to be here. I know there's a lot of Platinum 2000s, 5000s, Chairmen. There's a lot of even some Platinum 1000s on here, Platinum 600s, amazing leaders. So I just want to first of all thank you guys for all being here. Being on these calls is detrimental to your success. It's really imperative and crucial. I remember, these are the type of calls that when I would really get my team plugged in, this is where people really came together. And I know that as our company is growing now, we can really see that. What I've really learned is, I'm very competitive. Michael Jordan always talked about, he hates losing more than he loves winning. But at the same time, we were at the event last night. As Matt talked about, I'm out here in Hermosillo. Let me give you guys a little view real quick. This is views. And guys, really quick, can you please type in a 333 if Jason and Matt are the big brothers? Oh my gosh, I love these boys. It's crazy. If they just came on here and gave you guys some value and got you a little more excited to go Chairman, go ahead, drop a 3. 333. But we're out here, the views from Hermosillo. And last night, guys, we had a big event. And there were some teammates there from other teams. Paloma's team was there out of Mexico. And, as we were doing the rank recognition at the very end, leaders were coming up, all the Platinum 150s, all the Platinum 600s, the Platinum 1000s, 2000s, 5000s, and so on. What was really crazy to see was that, as all these leaders were coming on stage, at first when we started to do it, there was almost 800 people in the room, and it didn't sound like 800 people applauding, 800 people going out there and celebrating. So what I talked about was, in front of the whole crowd, it was pretty crazy. I talked about how, what I've really learned from success in general is when you start to celebrate other people's success, when you start to be grateful, we always talk about the Bob Proctor gold card. I am so happy and grateful now that when you guys act out of a sense of gratefulness, when you guys act out of a sense of abundance, when you're already grateful and you're already happy for where you are, you don't need to go cross recruit. You don't need to go out there and be competitive. You don't need to go out there and do certain types of things in the business that you would do otherwise if you were in a need. If you're in a needing mindset, you need to hit a rank, you need income, you need to do this, you need to go to this convention, you need to grow, you need to get a sign up. When you always need something, that's out of a lack mentality, right? That's out of a scarcity mindset. But when you can become grateful, when you can already be, thankful for what you have, I am so thankful. I am so grateful. I'm a Chairman 250 by September 14th. I am so grateful that I have 35 chairmen in my organization by September 14th. I am so happy and grateful, this, that, the other. When you're already grateful, guys, amazing things happen. So when I said that at the event last night, as soon as I mentioned that, I said, when you guys start celebrating other people's success as if it's your own, that's when the universe will give you tenfold of what you give out, right? The other morning we were getting breakfast in Tijuana before my flight, and I just took a couple $100 bills out. And this is the real blessing of, being able to make a lot of money. A lot of people get caught and lost in the money on their journey, but it's more than that. That's why people that will leave your business for money. I see people complain all the time, well, this guy left my business, this guy quit. Guys, the only difference between Matt and Jason, the only difference between Alex Morton or myself, David Imnite, Yvonne Tapia, Gary McSween, Garrett Roberts, China, Jewel, the only difference, Spiller, the only difference is they've had more people quit on them than you have. They've had more people tell them, no, it's a pyramid scheme, F you, this, that, the other. And guys, when people on my journey would quit around me, that would make my vision stronger. When people would give up, when people would say no, when people would quit, my homies, guys, I've traveled out to organizations. The past 18 months has not been easy. Some of you guys may know, the story about what really, transpired here at IML. What an amazing journey we've been through the past couple of years for Jason, Matt, Alex to come into the company. But, as we've lost leaders, as we've gone through these experiences, one thing that Thomas Edison, I think he talks about is jumping from failure to failure to failure to failure to failure to failure to no to quitter to losing a team. When you can do that without losing enthusiasm, because you're already so happy and grateful, because you already know where you're going. Guys, people ask me across the world, I was just in the past, oh my goodness, 2 weeks, I feel like I've been in like almost 7 countries, over 20 states. And man, being out there in Europe, traveling all over, people try to ask me, give me the cookie cutter. Give me the cookie cutter. What is the one thing? And there is no one thing, obviously. But one of the most important things that I see in this business is people follow people who know where they're going. People follow people that have vision. Give me 1 second, please. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. Just making sure we were good. But guys, people follow leaders who know exactly where they're going. And in a business, as we're going to $1 billion company, and I really reflect and think about this for a second. I don't want to take too long here. Guys, in the past, 20 months, under 2 years, we have gone from 1,000 customers, 1 chairman, 10 in all of iMarkets Live. We had no swipe trades. We had no web analyzer. We had no IML TV. We had no marketing videos, no Alex Morton, no David Medici, no corporate leadership, no infrastructure, nothing that we have now. Guys, we were doing maybe $1 million in revenue per year. 2 years later, we now have about 70,000 customers. We have almost 150 chairman 10s and above. And now we are a $100 million company. So we just winged through 2017. And what really is fascinating to me is to watch how people deal with issues, deal with struggles, deal with obstacles. As we were just at A&MP in Dallas, we were out there talking about how, we were looking at these other companies, these billion-dollar organizations. So the income that these leaders have generated in commissions in their career earnings made our incomes look like sand. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 million. And they're talking about their experiences in network marketing, not having a working back office for a year, not having products in the company to ship out for 6 months, not being paid for 3 months in a company as they switch process, all these different, not having this corporate structure, not having customer service, not having this, that, the other. Guys, all of these issues. And what fascinated me was one of the top earners there, he's made about $20 million. He said, Austin, you can tell the size of a person by the size of the problem that gets them down and distracts them. Now, as Matt talked about, what got you here will not get you there. Guys, when it comes to, growing to $1 billion company, because I'll tell you what, going platinum 2000 to chairman 10, big difference. And it does come down to you. As Matt talked about, yeah, there's duplication in the company, but is there duplication within you? What are you doing as a leader? People come to me all the time, Austin, I've been stuck at platinum 1000 for this many months. I've been stuck at platinum 2000, stuck at platinum 5000. How do I get to the next level? How do I get to the next level? So by a show of hands, who on this call, type in 111, 111. Who is 100% going to be a chairman 10 on iMarkets Live? Because 90% of people won't be here a year from now. And that's what I realized. Most people won't stay the course. Most people quit in everything. I've seen articles online. I've seen, people talk about the industry or iMarkets Live or Forex. Last night, for example, after we went to the event, we went to a dinner, and one of the leaders, not even a leader, one of the guys who just was on the team, he was there with his homies. They were having a happy hour, having some beers, and he came up to me and he's like, dude, I'm with my buddies. Would you want to come over and talk to them and convince them to join IML? I said, brother, once you start to understand that you don't have to convince anybody to join this business, that's when you'll go next level. We attract people. Guys, there's 7 billion people out there in the world. Some will, some won't. So what? Who cares? Next. Guys, we will attract people. Every single day you're walking past the next Jason Brown, the next Alex Morton, the next David Medici. You're just not talking to him. So one thing he said to me was, Austin, they said Forex, most people lose money in Forex. They do. Just like 96% of people who get a real estate license never sell a house. 65% of marriages in America end within 5 years. Guys, most people, they fail at everything they do. So, guys, really quick in this business, I want to go through 6 quick steps. I don't want to take very long. I want to pass it really quick off to Alex. But, guys, I'm super excited to be here. We were just out there in Europe. I'm going to South America, a couple countries. I'll be with, Matt, Jason Brown out there in Europe. I was just out there with, Alex Morton. Guys, the momentum is absolutely insane. I've really been building offline. I know I took time away from social media just to go out there and build in the trenches and just get into the grind. So, guys, really quick, here are the 6 Ps that I've learned from one of my mentors of what it really takes to go next level in the business. So really quick, number 1, the 6 Ps. Number 1, practice. A lot of people in the business, they think that Matt Rosa, Alex Morton, Jason Brown, they look at these leaders, David Emite, Yvonne Tapia, Julian Kushner, Richard Blank. They look at all these different leaders in the business making these incomes at these ranks, and they don't understand about the hours it took. Yesterday, I was on a flight. The guy next to me had a book on his lap. What was it? Ooh, Outliers. Wow. The 10,000-hour rule. Success leaves clues. This guy was a millionaire. And it was funny because, we were sitting on the plane and he was talking about not being in first class, the amount of money per year he could save by not getting first class seats to invest back into his business. But anyways, he had the book Outliers. And it was funny. We were talking about the 10,000-hour rule. Guys, remember Allen Iverson? Practice. What's practice? Practice. Guys, think about the NFL, 6 days practice. Think about sports, how much practice they put in. So practice really comes down to when people say, Austin, why has my business stopped growing? I ask them a simple question. Have you stopped growing? Have you stopped practicing? Have you stopped reading? Have you stopped personally developing? How many meetings have you done the past 48 hours? How many meetings have you done the past week? That's what it comes down to. What you do when nobody else is watching. So number one, practice, guys, and also make sure it's perfect practice. Perfect practice makes perfect, not practice makes perfect. Copy the right cat. When it came to this business, I was looking at who could I study. I wasn't just going to go study another Platte 2000 or another platinum rank. I wanted to study the best in the business, the top. Who is the top 1%? Let me study them, right? So practice, guys. When I joined the business, I would go out there and follow all of the six-figure earners. Program my mind. Who am I following? Every single day, TV, Kardashians, Drake, Lil Uzi, Steph Curry, LeBron, this, Tom Brady. No. Focus, program, social media, boom. Follow all the leaders, implement, practice every single day. Number two, phone mastering, guys. The second P, phone mastering. Now, I know for some people, the phone feels like it's 10,000 pounds. They don't want to pick it up, make the phone calls, pick up the phone, start dialing. It's uncomfortable. They're fearful. Guys, my first day in MLM, I made the decision to not prejudge anybody. Why? Because if somebody were to prejudge me when I was homeless, living in my car, my girlfriend was 8 months pregnant, I had just got out of jail the day that I heard about network marketing. Imagine if my buddy would have been like, you know what? Austin has warrants for his arrest. He's homeless. He didn't graduate high school. He would never do well in the business. Don't prejudge anybody. So phone mastering. If all you do is text in a relationship with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, husband, wife, what will happen in that relationship? You want to take your girl out for a nice dinner, you just like send her a steak emoji. Or you want to you want to go play basketball with your buddies and you just send like a basketball emoji. That wouldn't work out, right? Guys, communication is key. Pick up the phone every single day. Imagine if you did 2 presentations per day, 2 exposures. And imagine if your team did that. Think about Jason Brown, Matt Rosa. They have 50,000 plus people on their team. Imagine if every single day, only 2 presentations. How hard is that? Part-time, 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. How hard is it to expose 2 people to the business per day? Think about that. Number 3, participation. Guys, right now, what's crazy is when Jason and Matt were speaking, I want to keep this really quick. When Jason and Matt were speaking, look at this. What fascinates me is I'm here taking a whole page of notes. Number 3 is participation. I'm sitting here taking notes. And what's crazy to me is we went down to A&MP last week, and there was all these millionaires in the room, people making crazy money and all the speakers on stage. I'm sitting there taking notes till my fingers start bleeding. Crazy. Somebody said, where's the blue ink at, though? That's the next level consciousness. I lost my ink. But, guys, there were people at the event making $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. And they're outside in the hallways talking. They're doing little presentations. They're on their phone. They're not taking notes. They're not paying attention. Guys, I filled up enough notes in my notebook that if I did a training call every single week for an hour long, I would have enough content for 2 years of training calls from the amount of notes I took from the event. Participation. What are you doing every single day to participate in the business? If the network marketing policia, the federales, pulled you over, would they find you participating? Would they find a notebook full of notes? Would they find your gold cards in your wallet? Would they find a flip book for IML? If they opened up your phone, if they saw the background of your phone screen, is it a picture of a cute little girl, LeBron, or is it a picture of, something that motivates you? Is it your why? Is it your goals? Is it your son? Is it your mom? Is it your gold card? Is it your to-do? What is on your phone? If the network marketing police found you, what would they go through? Would they find paraphernalia on you of you being in IML? Participation. Guys, make sure you're participating. I don't know how. I'm a Chairman 100, making, the money doesn't matter, but how am I in there taking more notes than people making not even 100 grand a year? How is that possible? Success leaves clues. Participate. Number 4, really quick, guys. Let's end this off quick. I know Alex is going to come on here and absolutely shut this call down. Number 4 is persistence. Persistence. Now, I know a lot of us in the business understand these little key nuggets, consistency, persistence, all these things. But, guys, understand that 85% of closes happen after the 5th exposure, the follow-up. I see so many people go out there and just talk to one person one time. People always talk about, being a hunter, going out there, being aggressive, trying to close people. But guys, I was always the farmer. I was always the one willing to plant seeds. Guys, so many people in my business came back to me years later, months later, texting me, hey, Austin, what's Forex? What's IML? Because I built those relationships. So number 4, persistence. Number 4, persistence. 85% of closes happen after the 5th exposure. Guys, most people give up. 80% of people, they give up on the 3rd exposure. Guys, took me 5 exposures to get involved in network marketing. Give me 1 second really quick. Awesome. So most people give up by the 3rd exposure. 80% of people give up by the 3rd exposure. So some people that you see cross stage should have been in your organization. Some people that you might see in Miami, they're going to be walking stage, accepting their chairman jacket, accepting their plaque, accepting their awards for Platte 2000, Platte 5000. And they're walking across stage, and you're like, damn, dude, I know he should have been in my organization. And some of you are honestly hoping that they fall off the stage because you wish they were in your organization. Guys, persistence. Number 5, personal development regimen. Personal growth. People ask me all the time, how can I not get to the next level? Why am I stuck at Platte 2? Why am I stuck at Platte 1? Why am I stuck at Platte 5? Why am I stuck at Chairman 10? Guys, I got stuck at Chairman 25 last year for 6 months, and I was embarrassed to go to 2 conventions at the same rank. Because number 1, if I'm not ranking up, how can my team be ranked? If I'm helping my team grow, I will just naturally grow. Number 2, your income is a direct correlation of the value that you offer. It's a direct correlation of who you are as a person, right? So, guys, personal development. I know people, they know this. We talk about this. But do you actually get into your car? Ask anybody who knows me, any human being. And I'm not saying this to brag or boast. I'm saying this to impress upon you the fact that this is real. Guys, falling asleep to audios every single night, every single night, every single night, every single night. Affirmations every single night. Guys, I have my affirmation book right here. It's no bull crap. Every single day, my first 10 minutes of the day, I'm sitting here reading my affirmations. I have this. I am this. I am this. I am this. Boom, 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 boom. Affirmations. Tricking the subconscious mind. Guys, negative talk. 85% of thoughts are negative. 85% of thoughts. 97% of people are broke. 72% of people living paycheck to paycheck. Control your mind. What do you tell yourself? Guys, 30,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind is your subconscious mind. Personal growth. Are you sitting here self-affirming? Because when you start to do that, you'll act out of different emotions. You'll act more postured. Guys, personal growth. How are you postured? How do you carry yourself? How are you dressing? When people look at your social media, when you walk out in public, what do you look like? Would you join yourself? Would you take yourself seriously in the business? Guys, are you reading 10 pages of a book a day? Now, I'm not saying go get wrapped up in books. It's about applying the action, going out there and doing the damn thing. But I'm telling you what, personal growth. Every person in the business that I've seen has read the books, has done the audios, gone to the seminars, gone to the conventions. So if you're not hitting 6 figures, 7 figures, but you know what TV show is on, and you don't, how many of you know the Cavaliers and the Steph Curry, the Pusha T, Drake beef, the Little Uzi, Rich the Kid beef? Everybody knows this. But right now, without looking at your volume, can you tell me your exact volume point for point right now? But I guarantee you can tell me LeBron James's height, his weight, where he went to college. You can tell me the new Drake song out, the new Pusha T did, all these things, right? Personal growth, right? So people will spend 4 hours watching somebody else's dreams instead of, them building theirs. You'll spend time watching somebody else achieve their dreams instead of going out there and build yours. So personal growth. And guys, number 6 to end this thing up before I pass it to Alex is posture. How do you carry yourself every day? You really look at the business, I've been in business now for only 5 years, but I've seen this industry, the ins, the outs, the good, the ugly, the bad, and I've seen that posture is everything. When top earners are building these companies, making the millions, they're the ones who are postured. You know, when you start experiencing problems in your business, somebody leaves your team, or you're building and somebody says no that you thought was going to join, or they join another team, guys, posture. When you start to carry yourself with posture, conviction, people follow people that know where they're going. People follow people who know exactly where they're going. You know, if you came across gold while hiking, if you went on a little hike with your friends, or you were going out, maybe just clearing your mind, you're in the mountains and you're hiking and you find a whole cave full of gold, and you come across that gold, how would you call people? If you were gathering this gold, putting it in your bag, you didn't have much space, and you only had a certain amount of time to get all this gold, what kind of posture, conviction would you leave to call a couple friends to come gather all this gold with you to make a lot of money? Would you call them like, hey man, you know, do you want to like come get this gold? Or like, how would you carry yourself? I'd be screaming. Posture. You know, as we grow to a $1 billion company, people will leave your team. People will say no. You'll go through obstacles. You'll go through self-growth issues, which all of us have. Guys, it's the posture to go through it. We all know this. So how would you act in the business if you were already a chairman 10? Really envision it. And I think it's good to just study the leaders we already have here. Guys, we have amazing leadership in the company. I'm telling you what, those were my notes over the 6 Ps. I don't want to go too far into detail because I know Alex is about to come on here. We have to all go. I have a training to go to next door in about 30 minutes. You know, I know these guys are catching flights, but guys, overall, what we're about to do in this company, I can all tell you guys, this summer, you know, you thinking about, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, this, that, the other. I'm telling you what, guys, if you want to have a good holiday, what you do this summer will dictate where your results are coming the holiday season. You know, it's crazy. This will be the 3rd year. This month is my son's birthday. It'll be the 3rd year in a row that I've missed my son's birthday. Some people say, what? I would never miss my son's birthday. I would never miss Mother's Day. Past 3 Mother's Days, I've missed my Mother's Day. Most people spend 364 days a year disrespecting their mom in a sense, not being there like they should, but then the one day of the year, that's Mother's Day. No. I'm grinding my butt off so every day can be Mom's Day. Any day I can go up to Mom with an envelope. Any day I can go up to Mom and give her some roses. Guys, if you don't sacrifice what you love will be the sacrifice. Partying, drinking, going out, friends, the movies, the concerts. Guys, I haven't been to a festival in God knows how long. I haven't been doing a lot of things in a long time. Not forever. I know we talk about balance, you know, getting your mind right, not going, you know, too crazy and burning yourself out. But guys, if you look back to all top earners, there's that 90-day period that they went all in. Guys, I'm working every day, so every day is my son's birthday. Does that make sense? Well, Austin, it goes God, you know, family and business. I agree. You know, I believe in God. I trust in God's faith that he gave me a family, a healthy family, a blessed family, my wife. And he provided me with a business opportunity to go out there and work my freaking face off and grind this business to take care of my family, serve my family, protect my family. In Jesus' name, through God. Amen. Does that make sense? So this summer, guys, 90 days about until Miami convention. I'm telling you what, get your team there. Go out there, lead the example, book your tickets, and make it happen. With that being said, guys, I got to jump out of here. I got to get to a training. Jason, Matt, appreciate you both for being on here, out here in Hermosillo in Mexico. I love you all. Alex, I love you, big brother. This guy, I can't say enough about him, what he's done for all of our lives. You know, I know that Alex is very humble, doesn't like being talked up, but man, God has really blessed, you know, IML and all of us with Alex's presence, his energy to be able to, you know, provide motivation, inspiration, knowledge, and everything to us. So Alex, I appreciate everything you do. You're the big brother. There's no secrets to why your life is the way that it is, for how hard you work for others and what you do, bro. So thank you all for everything. I'll see you guys soon in a city, country near you. I'll see all of you in Miami Convention. Much love. Take care. Let's get
it! All right, awesome. Let's look up the neighbors. So what's going on, everybody? Super excited, pumped up to be here. I know we've been on this thing for literally an hour now, so I'm going to keep this short, calm, and collective. But let's just give some love back to Mr. Jason Brown, Matthew Rosa, and Mr. Austin Godsey, 3 of the top millennial leaders in the entire industry of network marketing. Give them a 555. A 555 and 555 to show some love to my brothers, man. I've known these guys for a long time. Jason and Matt, especially, a way long time. They were actually in my organization in my first company when they were making, I don't even know, dude, $300, $400, not even $400 a month. And to see them at Chairman 500, you know, it just it makes me super happy. I actually cried the day they went Chairman 500 because I just felt so good. And then Austin, obviously, I would say he's probably the biggest rags to riches success story that I've seen in my career. To see where he's come from, what he went through, and to where he is now is just, he went through a lot more hell than any of us ever did in terms of life, not even network marketing, just in terms of life and, having a kid at a very young age and being homeless and all these different things and high school dropout. I mean, you name it. And to see him where he's at, all that means to you is that it's possible. It's possible. This business is possible. And I'll tell you what, I've never been, just like Jason Brown said, I feel the same way. I've never been this confident and emotional and excited about being in iMarkets Live ever. I feel absolutely honored to serve all of you as your executive vice president of this company. And I can tell you what, the future, it couldn't be any more bright. Jason gave you guys a couple, updates on, back office stuff, a couple registrations going on in South America, Mexico, whatnot, Europe. And we just hired so many brand new, amazing people to help really run this company. Brand new COO that's currently in meetings right now in South America, sitting down with like the top of the top attorneys in these different countries. I mean, we've gone through it. We've had a lot of growth. We've also had a lot of challenges. Good. Challenges are good. Challenges, like Matt Rosa said, it shows you, who your real people are. People that whine and complain and moan, okay, they're not real leaders. You have to go through test after test after test, and then you will get that testimonial. So I'm going to talk about right now really quickly. Austin has covered a whole lot of great stuff, all those different P's right on the money. Matt talked about a lot of amazing things. Jason Brown, as always. So I'm just here to kind of wrap everything up and really talk about the present. I'm going to talk about the right now. What can you do right now to get to where you want to go? I've been in the industry of network marketing for almost 9 years. It'll be 9 years in February. This is actually my 2-year, monthly anniversary. I just realized that. I think this is my 24th month in iMarkets. I cannot believe I've been here for 2 years. But in those 2 years, man, I'll tell you what, a lot has happened. A lot has gone down, and a lot of lives have been changed. And really, it's all about all of you. You guys have done so many amazing things. You've been so committed. You've been so, consistent. And it's not just Austin, Jason, and Matt in this organization. I mean, the Spielers of the world, the Ray Robinsons of this world. I mean, so many chairmen in this call on this list that I'm looking at. You guys are doing so much day in and day out to serve and help and coach and train and mentor people. But what I'm going to talk about right now, just for a few quick moments, is that it's almost summer. Summer's basically here. I'm in Las Vegas right now. I'm doing a lot of Zoom calls. As you can tell, my voice is very hoarse. I've been sitting right here for hours and hours and hours and hours. The last week, talking to so many different, groups in, France and in Mexico. And last night was Ecuador. This morning was London and Minnesota. 2 nights ago was Colombia. I mean, we're talking to everybody around the world, and everybody right now is so fired up. There's brand new chairman stories breaking this month over here in iMarkets Live. So many amazing people that are rank advancing because of their persistence and their commitment and their discipline. But I want to talk about right now is the summer months are among us. Whether you're in Miami, Florida, whether you're in Las Vegas, Nevada, whether you're in London, England, whether you're in, Paris, France, or Bruges, Belgium, or China. Here's the deal. Lagos, Nigeria, no matter where you are, I'll tell you right now, in the summer months, there are 2 ways to approach the summer months. Number 1, amateur mindset. Number 2, a professional mindset. And the weather's nice. People want to go to the lake. People want to have fun. People want to, have parties and, go to concerts, do all these amazing things. And all those things are absolutely amazing. I love to have fun. I love to go out. I plan U.S. tours around, concerts that are going down in the U.S., this summer, right? But here's the thing. There's 2 ways to approach this summer months. One of my mentors said, Alex, if you give 100% effort, the team, anybody that's, quote, following you or following your leader, modeling themselves after you, at most, they will do 80% of what it is you do. So if that holds true for me, it holds true for you. If you give 100% effort, your groups, your teams will give about 80% maximum effort. So, an amateur approaches summer and they say, well, everybody's taking a break. Everybody's going on vacation. Everybody's going to the lake. Everybody's, going to the concerts. Everybody's not working their business. So I'm not going to do those things as well. I'm going to take a break. The professional, the Austin Godsey mindset says, you know what? In the summertime, I'm going to gain market share and build my business. I'm going to gain market share and I'm going to build my business. You can still have fun. You can still celebrate the good weather. You can still do a lot of amazing things, but you're going to do those things after you, guess what? Do your DMOs, daily methods of operation, talking to people, right? The 3 Ps. Okay, Austin gave you 6 Ps. I'm giving you 3 Ps, right? Prospecting, presenting, and promoting. If you do these 3 things, your business will grow. If you do these 3 things, your organization will duplicate. It's not what works. It's what duplicates. Talk to 2 new people a day online, prospecting. Talk to 2 new people a day, offline prospecting. You know, Arizona is a part of this organization, right? You know, Darwin Lopez, you know, from New York City. Emery Holmes, Christopher Derrick. I mean, there's so many amazing chairman leaders in this organization that are doing the necessary things. But what we're excited about is the next wave of people. You know, 500 people on the line right now. Who's going to be, you know, the next Chairman 10? Who's going chairman by Miami 15th, September 15th in Miami, Florida? You want to walk across the dang stage at Chairman 10. Why not? We have 94 days until IML soars. So you should prospect every day. You should present every day. And you should be promoting every day. Those are the 3 Ps: prospecting, presenting, and promoting. Today, I have prospected, I have presented, and I have promoted. I'm promoting right now, right? So are you doing the 3 things? I've got people in my phone right now that I got to follow up with, PEQs, personals, right? Personal people that I am working, you know, working to get into the business. So you have to be doing these things all day long, every single day. Not all day long, but you got to be doing them every single day, right? Practice will never make perfect, but practice will make permanent. You have to be consistent. You have to be disciplined. Something you can actually inject into your business right now is say, hey, for the next 90 some days, this is what we can do. For the next 90 some days, right? Let's challenge everybody to have 2 physical presentations a week in Arizona, in New York City, in South Florida, in London, England, in Paris, France, in Madrid, Spain. 2 presentations, okay? So if you're a Platinum 2000 and you have 100 people in your organization, if you had 100 people do 2 events a week, that's 200 presentations a week. Times it by 4, that's 800 presentations a month. What do you think is going to happen to your business? What's going to happen to your organization by being, you know, by showing the business, showing the story, showing the products and services 200 times a week? Your business will explode. You can only do so much. Yes, some of you are Superman, some of you are Superwoman, and that's amazing. How many people do you have in your groups doing presentations, doing events, prospecting to people, presenting to people, promoting for Miami? That is the secret sauce. You want the secret from, you know, 5 figures to 6 figures, or 6 to 7, or 7 to 8. I'm giving it to you right now. It's getting a massive amount of people to all do a little bit. If this company, everybody woke up tomorrow morning and signed up 1 new customer, our company goes from 100 million-ish to over 200 million-ish. Does that make sense? So it's getting a lot of people to just do a little bit. You have tools. You have YouTube. You have whatisiml.com. You have imluniverse.com. I'm not saying this is as easy as it gets. I'm not saying that. It's as simple as it gets. This is the easiest build of my network marketing career. I can say that because people don't have to sign people up to make money. People can get in and become financially independent off the products and services. That's it. I stand on stages all over the world and tell people you don't have to recruit people. So you should be calling everybody, your chicken list, whoever you're scared of, call them. The top real estate agents in Miami, Florida, call them. The top club promoters, call them. We got 2 young guys from Minneapolis flying to London, England, I believe in the next 3 weeks. They got a big DJ on board. He put 40 people in the business in the last what? 21 days. Why? Because they reached out to people of influence, of people of value. Don't sign up in this company and say, you know, let's sign up. I'm not calling people losers, but let's call up my brokest friends that have never done anything with their life, and let's go sign all of them up into my business. Why do you want to put people in your business that have never done anything in their lives? You want to go out there and recruit winners. You want to go out there and find people that are winning over here. If they're winning over here, they're going to come over here and win. Look at LeBron James. Wherever he goes, they're going to at least go to the NBA Finals.
So you want to get, yeah, exactly. David Morse says facts. David Morse, perfect example. Somebody that works diligently all day long, every single day. I met David Morse. It was probably, I don't even know. He wasn't even back in the business yet. I met him for lunch in Dallas, Texas. It's got to be close to 2 years ago. He was in a different product-based company. He came into IML, boom, right? Almost Chairman 10. He might even hit Chairman 10. I can't even keep up with the kid anymore. So you've got to be prospecting, presenting, and promoting. You have to decide what kind of mindset you're going to go into summer with. You can still go to the pool parties and have fun and go on the boat, but you've got to be full throttle, full focus for the next 94 days, and this is why. We have our international convention, okay? We have conventions a couple times a year, but once a year is like the big kahuna. Miami, that's the big kahuna. We're bringing people up from Costa Rica. We're bringing people up from Jamaica. We're bringing people over from Germany. We're bringing people over from, Dubai and, Saudi Arabia. Everybody's coming to Miami Shores. Everybody's coming to September 15th in Miami, Florida, because we're going to be giving away Chairman jackets. We're going to be giving away brand new Chairman rings, and they are beautiful rings. You want to get a ring, you want to go Chairman 10. Why not? Why not? Why not you? That is my biggest thing today, guys, is why not you? We've been on here for an hour and 12 minutes. It's information overload for all of you. I hope you've been taking notes, but I'm telling you, I'm just going to end on this, guys. In this business, the psychological part of winning here at iMarkets Live is exactly that, psychological. What does that mean? It's what's going on in between your ears. This little section of mass is the most important section of mass of your entire body. What goes on in between your ears determines the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act, and your results. If you want more, you got to become more. I was on a call earlier this morning, and I'm going to do the same thing I did for them. I'm going to do it for you right now. If you have not listened to these specific audios, you need to listen to them tonight. You need to go to sleep to them tonight. And I'm going to give them to you right here, right now. We got ads popping up. 2, 1. This is the first audio I ever listened to in my network marketing career in 2011. It's called Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. It's an hour, I believe 6 minutes. Yeah, hour, 6 minutes, and 52 seconds long. Listen to it. Program your mind over and over and over and over and over again. The second audio that I could literally subscribe to you in verbatim, not subscribe to you. I could say to you in verbatim is this one right here, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. You have to be thinking the right things so you can feel the right way and take the right necessary action. Jason Brown, Chairman 500, he's going to the airport, he's on the plane, he's flying to go do an event. Austin Godsey has an event tonight. He had an event yesterday. I've never toured more in my career than I toured in the month of May. I was in 4 continents in the month of May. Continents in the month of May. The leaders, the people winning, what are they doing? They're doing events, and they're doing presentations, and they're doing meetings. Are you doing events, presentations, and meetings? And if you're not, you need to. If you want to go Chairman 10, if you're so in love with P1000, P2000, P5000, if you're so in love that it disgusts you, the idea of rank advancing disgusts you, okay, then don't go do meetings. But if you have a desire for more, then you need to go do more. Strangest Secret is by Earl Nightingale, and the first video is Jim Rohn, Building Your Network Marketing Business. So guys, I'm pumped up and excited. You guys qualified to be here. This is supposed to be P2000 and above, so congratulations to all of you. And I really, when I say this, I mean it. I want to say thank you to all of you for spreading the vision and the mission of iMarkets Live, because without any of you, there is no Austin, there is no Jason, there is no Matt, and there's definitely no me. So I want to say thank you at the highest level for your effort here, and it will be rewarded. You're planting seeds right now all over the world. I planted seeds in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018. You don't know when those seeds are going to flourish. You don't know when the fruits are going to come up. You have no idea the plants and the beautiful, amazing gardens and flowers you are growing right now. And those flowers are going to turn into houses and cars and money and retirement for your parents and starting scholarships in your own high school, doing whatever you want to do. But it's not your job. It's not your job to really sit there and decide if you're going to see that result in a day, week, month, or year. You're planting the seeds. There's only 2 ways to fail in iMarkets Live. Number 1, you do nothing. Number two, you quit. As long as you don't quit, and as long as you give effort and you show up and you go to IML Soars event, and you do not come alone, ladies and gentlemen, you will get to where you want to go. So, guys, I'm proud of you. I want to thank Mr. Austin Godsey, Mr. Jason Brown, Mr. Matthew Rosa. I believe in these three gentlemen so much. And, a lot of you are newer to this company now, but, 23 and a half months ago, when I was talking to Jason Brown and Matt Rosa, they were making $10,000 a month, and I didn't care, because I knew that where their mindset was a heck of a lot more than $10,000 a month, and I believed in them. I believed that they could take what was about to come, and I believed in Christopher Terry. I'm asking you guys to believe right now in this company and believe in yourself, because you guys are on the forefront of the biggest revolution in the last 30 years in network marketing. Whether you believe that or not, it's already done. 500 Chairman 10s, it's already done. March 31st, 2019. You can be one of those Chairman 10s. So I appreciate you. I love you. I don't know if these guys are still on here, but God bless and have a great night.